Hi everyone, welcome to Babaji English Logics. Today we shall discuss types of sentences. Types of sentences. There are four types of sentences in English language. How many types of sentences? There are four types of sentences in English language. They are declarative sentence, interrogative sentence, imperative sentence, and exclamatory sentence. There are four types of sentences in English language. They are declarative sentence, interrogative sentence, imperative sentence, and exclamatory sentence. Now we shall discuss these sentences in detail. The first one is declarative sentence. What is a declarative sentence? What is a declarative sentence? A declarative sentence is a statement, fact, opinion, or an expression. So what is a declarative sentence? A declarative sentence is a statement, fact, opinion, or an expression. A declarative sentence is a statement, fact, opinion, or an expression. So what can be the examples of declarative sentences? The sun rises in the east. The sun rises in the east. What is this? This is a fact. The sun rises in the east. This is a fact. So this becomes a declarative sentence. I like sweets. This is an opinion. I like sweets is an opinion. I like sweets is an opinion. So this comes under declarative sentence. So a declarative sentence is a statement, fact, opinion, or an expression. So it contains a subject and it ends with a full stop. It contains subject and ends with a full stop. So a declarative sentence is a statement, fact, opinion, or an expression. So these two can be the examples. The sun rises in the east. I like sweets. Coming to interrogative sentence. Interrogative sentence. What is an interrogative sentence? An interrogative sentence is nothing but a question. An interrogative sentence is nothing but a question. Every question that we ask is an interrogative sentence. So without questions, there is no language. So whatever question we ask, that comes under interrogative sentence. Interrogative sentence means question. That means it should compulsorily have a question mark. An interrogative sentence should compulsorily have a question mark. That is mandatory. So every interrogative sentence should have a question mark, and the questions can again be divided into two types. Questions can again be divided into two types. What are the two types of questions that we have? The first type is informative questions. Informative questions. And the second type is yes or no questions. Questions can again be divided into two types: informative questions and yes or no questions. What are informative questions? What are yes or no questions? The questions that give us information are called as informative questions. The questions that give us information about the person, or information about the object, or information about the place, whatever it is, that is what we call as informative question. And all of the WH questions are informative questions. For example, where is your house? Where is your house? This is an informative question because this question has to give a response in the form of information. My house is located at Gandhi Nagar. So we are getting some kind of information through this question. That is why we call this as informative question. One more question. Who is your class teacher? Who is your class teacher? So this question also should get some response from the student by saying my class teacher is so and so. So that is why we call these questions as informative questions, because they provide us with some kind of information while we ask a question. Coming to yes or no questions. Yes or no questions need not give a full information. You can give a response either in the form of yes or in the form of no. For example, do you like sweets? Do you like sweets? For this kind of question, you don't need to give a full information. You can simply give a brief answer either in the form of yes or in the form of no. You can simply say no. If you like sweets, you say yes. And if you don't like sweets, simply you say no. That is why we call these questions as yes or no questions, because these questions need not provide us with full information. These questions can be responded by saying either yes or no. In the same way, will you come to school tomorrow? Will you come to school tomorrow? This is also a yes or no question. So, questions can be of two types: informative questions, yes or no questions. So, informative questions give us full information when we ask a question, and yes or no questions simply give us a brief answer either in the form of yes or in the form of no. So, this is about interrogative sentence. Coming to imperative sentence. What is an imperative sentence? An imperative sentence can be a request, command, order, instruction. So, an imperative sentence can be a request, command, order, or an instruction. A request, command, order, or an instruction. So an imperative sentence is a request, command, order, or an instruction. So what we have to observe in the case of imperative sentence is that it doesn't have subject. An imperative sentence does not contain subject. It always begins with a verb. An imperative sentence always begins with a verb. Open the door. This is an imperative sentence. So it begins with the verb open. It begins with the verb open. Sit properly. It begins with the verb sit. But in this imperative sentence, the subject is imagined as second person you. So, what is the subject in this imperative sentence? It is imagined. You have to imagine the subject as you. That means the first person is speaking to the second person, expressing his feeling, either requesting or commanding or ordering or instructing. So what we have to understand here is the first person is speaking to the second person in the form of a request, a command, or an order, or an instruction. So an imperative sentence begins with a verb and it does not contain subject. An imperative sentence is a request, command, order, or an instruction. The last one is exclamatory sentence. What is an exclamatory sentence? It expresses a sudden or strong feeling. Sudden or strong feeling. So, an exclamatory sentence is a sentence which expresses a sudden feeling or a strong feeling. This feeling can be fear, joy, surprise, pity, shock, any feeling for that matter. It can be a sudden feeling or it can be a strong feeling. So, an exclamatory sentence means it expresses a sudden feeling or a strong feeling. So, this sudden or strong feeling can be fear, joy, surprise, pity, shock. And every exclamatory sentence should contain exclamatory mark. Every exclamatory sentence should contain exclamatory mark. So, an exclamatory sentence is a sudden feeling or a strong feeling. Example, oh, it is wonderful. Oh, it is wonderful. So, when we see a thing or when we see a place really looking wonderful, we express a sudden feeling of excitement. That is what we call an exclamatory sentence. Oh, it is wonderful. So, these are the different types of sentences we have in English language. Thank you.